Good morning. Hello. How are you? It's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense, with that fire and focus. I am jumping on here this beautiful, quiet, rainy day morning so I can talk to my fellow entrepreneurs out there about how to set yourself up for success, specifically during the weekend. Now, I'm a mommypreneur, infopreneur, and I tend to have a lot going on the weekend. I've got family actually coming in this weekend, so there's a lot of buzz and cleaning and all that good stuff. But because I know there's so many things that you can do with your weekend, I wanted to talk about how you can be productive, strategic, and intentional for my fellow creatives, service professionals, and info entrepreneurs out there. So that's what we're going to talk about today, making sure that you can make the most of your weekend routine, being productive in your business and in your life. All right, so I'm going to jump in with our conversation for today. I think it's bright enough that I don't need these. I'm going to try to do this without them. And then we'll see where it goes from there. Okay. So, essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through 10 different activities that I do on any given weekend to ensure that I'm productive in my business and I can make the most of it. Especially because, like I said, I'm a mommypreneur and a service professional. So during the week, I tend to spend a lot of time working on other people's stuff. And if you can relate to that, when you're spending so much time working in the business, you've got to make sure that you can spend at least a few days out of your month strategically working on your business, which is what I want to talk to you about today. Okay, so 10 ways to rev up my productivity routine on any given weekend. Okay, so the first one is working on freemiums. Now, as I'm sure you know, freebies are a great way to attract new people to your business, but also to reconnect with people who have previously purchased things from you in the past. So last week, I shared a fabulous freebie with my community, and it's called the 5-Day Content Marketing Calendar. Now, side note, if you're interested in that, you can go to sistersense.com/5DC for 5-day calendar. It's absolutely free. It's at sistersense.com/5DC. And that's a freebie that I created. Now, let's talk about freebies just for a quick second here, and then we'll dive into the next thing. I'm big on creating different types of freemium offers because I'm sure, like myself, you are trying to reach different types of people, right? That's number one. Number two, if you do have an opt-in offer on your website, kind of like your main freebie goodie that people see when they go there, obviously, once they got that, what's next, right? So if you want to consistently drive traffic to your website and build your list, you don't want to find yourself where you just have one freebie offer and that's all you ever give away for life. You want to be able to consistently use content marketing. Having regular freebies that you create and put out there is just smart marketing. Okay, actually, one of the ladies who was watching me, I think maybe a week or two ago when I did another live stream web class, she said to me, "Can you help me with my marketing?" And I'm like, it's all about being smart. SMART, by the way, is one of my favorite acronyms. SMART stands for specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time bound. So when it comes to setting your goals, specifically with respect to marketing, you want to make sure that they are SMART, SMART. Love that acronym. Search for it on Google. You'll find some really cool graphics underneath the images tab on Google for the SMART acronym that you can take a look at, or even on Pinterest, but that's a whole other story. So, okay, let's continue with this conversation around freemium offers. And I said to you last week, I shared one of my fabulous new freebies, which was the 5-day content marketing calendar for people who are looking to figure out how you're going to strategically create content and share that across your blog and other social platforms. That 5-day calendar is a great place to start. Okay. Good morning, Dawn. Welcome. How are you? So thank you for joining me live. And also, if you're catching the replays, feel free to just kind of check in with me via the comment box and tag and share a friend that you think, hey, listen, you need to get better at your productivity. If you want to build your business and work on it during the weekend, that's certainly something that you can do and watch Sister Sense. Now, one of the things that I love, for those of you who follow me, is I love quotes. And when I was a side hustle sister, before I became a full-time work-at-home mama, one of my favorite quotes was, you have to work your 9 to 5 to make a living, and then work 5 to 9 to build your dream. So whether you're building your dream after hours during the week or on the weekends, I'm all about helping you with that productivity factor. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, the first thing that we talked about was working on your freemium offers, okay? So one, maybe you just take this weekend to create a new freemium that has to be intentionally connected to an actual offer. So don't confuse this. Don't come up with a freebie just to have a freebie and get people on your list. It has to be connected to an actual offer that you are wanting people to take advantage of. Okay, now that's one kind of thing that you can think about, creating an actual digital offer and then sharing that. Now, I see Dawn here, which is so awesome. Some of the ladies watching me, you're a part of my mastermind. And right now I have what I call the Content Creation Challenge. And what we're doing is, number one, I'm showing you how to create digital products. And number two, we are going to dive into creating free offers to promote the digital products, sales funnels, and more. So this coming week, I'm all about showing the ladies how to create free offers connected to their paid products. If you're interested in the Content Creation Challenge, you can sign up at sistasense.com/CMC. CMC, I'm all about that smart content marketing. CMC, that's going to take you over to sign up to the Content Creation Challenge. All right, so in that, in addition to creating the 5-day calendar and sharing that absolutely free, I also have so far hosted 5 live stream sessions over the last week, which is a lot. So I did 2 during the week, and I'm really busy during the week, so I couldn't necessarily do a lot, but I did 2 during the week. And last weekend on Sunday, I did 3 during that day, 1 on Facebook, 1 on Instagram, and 1 on Periscope. So you can think about for yourself that you can create fabulous freebie offers over the weekend that are maybe a digital offer that you share. My freemium 5-day marketing calendar, I walk you through how to put it together. It's an audio that you can download. Or you can real time create your offers by doing live stream, right? And creating offers and sharing that with your people. Now, actually, one of my live streams this week is live stream right for your business right now? And if you missed that one, definitely watch the replay on my Facebook channel, which you're on right now. Or you can watch it when I post it on my YouTube channel. You just look for Sister Sense or LaShanda Henry and you'll find me on YouTube, because live stream is actually a great way to engage your existing audience and then to reach new people as well. But you also want to be smart and intentional about, number one, when you create freebie offers, and number two, when you're using live stream. So I talked about that in another web class. This is some fire. Going to check out that live stream again. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you for checking in with me. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the resources and the recommendations so far. So again, productivity, one of the things that I do on the weekend is I consider the current offers that I'm trying to promote. Can I come up with a solid freebie offer or freebie experiences like live stream web classes that are going to help me work on reconnecting with my existing audience and sharing that good that I have with new people interested in the topics that I want to talk about. Okay, that's number one. Number two, work on premium offers. So like I said, during the week, I'm a web designer, by the way. So a lot of days during the week, I'm working on websites for clients or I'm on calls with clients. And I really don't get a lot of time to create the products that I want to sell during the week, right? I'm so focused on me just working as a service professional. So during the weekend, especially on Sunday, I love to create my content. One of my favorite quotes is, "A Sunday well spent brings a week full of content. So if you're interested in creating your own information empire, you may want to think about, well, what digital products can I create this weekend and sell to my audience, okay? And this is just a smart way for you to consistently get your previous customers coming back for more, and again, for you to attract new people who potentially might want to work with you. Now, if you find that either it takes you a long time to create products, hey, Jewel, welcome, sweetie, long time no see. If you find that it takes you a long time to create products, number one, or number two, you don't know what kind of digital products to create, last weekend I created and shared my training on how to create your first digital products, okay? That training is currently only available to the ladies inside of my mastermind, my content creation mastermind, but that's something that I put together and the ladies are loving it. They're creating their digital products as we speak. And if you want to take the weekend to listen to that audio and actually start creating your digital products, the challenge, the content creation challenge, is at sistasense.com/CMC. Now, whether you choose to listen to my series and learn how to create digital products like I do it, or you choose to do it the way you've always been doing it, consider that if you can take one weekend once a month and be smart about creating a digital offer over the course of the year, you've got 12 amazing digital offers, right? So when I talk about creating your own information empire, for me, it's building on what you've built and being very strategic and intentional about not necessarily feeling like you got to build it all in one day, but one at a time, one little piece at a time. I need that. So how can I purchase? Oh, okay. Well, Jewel, I'll tell you the challenge. It's at sistasense.com/CMC. Okay, the content creation challenge. Now, what's great about that is as I'm doing this live session and you're on the live session now, our first live call for the content creation challenge is coming up next Tuesday. So you wouldn't miss anything, which is totally awesome. But the content creation challenge is essentially me sharing with you two things. Number one, how to strategically create and promote your own digital products. And number two, how to create a 31-day content marketing calendar so that when you're on your blog, when you're on video, when you're on social media, you're very clear and intentional about creating offers that are exciting, that engage people, and get them excited about working with you, taking advantage of the different opportunities that you share. Thank you for posting that URL up there, Jules, sistasense.com/CMC. Okay. Awesome. Dawn posted it as well. Y'all are so great. I love y'all. You just the bee's knees. So as I said, number one, you can think about on the weekend creating a free offer. Again, don't just create one just to create one, right? You want to make sure that it's really focused on something that you're trying to sell and creating a free offer to promote that specific thing. Number two, I said to you, you want to take one day out of your weekend to work on planning and or creating a digital product. I love to do that at least once a month, and that allows me to build up my own little information empire. That's number one. Okay, we'll visit. Awesome. Great. So also keeping in mind, just a side note, when you talk about digital products, now the price points of digital products obviously range. They have people who sell things for 99 cents, Kindle books, $2.99, $1.99, right? Versus people who sell courses and things of that nature for anywhere between $300 to, $2,000. It ranges. But one of the coolest things that I've discovered about creating and consistently creating premium digital product offers at least once a month is that you can sell them individually as low price point offers, and then you can pool them together. You can build a big, beautiful bundle, and you can turn something that you're selling for anywhere between $7 to $47 into something that you sell for anywhere between $97 to $297, depending upon how you put your bundles together. Okay, so when you really make the most of your weekends and you're really intentional about how you're productive in that time space, you can definitely set yourself up for success. Okay, awesome. So now that we talked about number one and number two, let's dive into number three, which is working on your revenue goals. Okay, this is a big one. During the weekend, Sometimes you don't have to work on creating a free product or a paid product. Sometimes you just need to sit down and work on your revenue goals. Now, I'm going to have a quick conversation with you about revenue, inspired by two of the ladies in my circle. One of them said to me, LaShanda, if I could just bring in $3,000 a month, that would be great. And another one said to me, if I could just bring in $1,000 a month, that would be great. So today, actually noon today, I'm going to be hosting a web class. Number 3, working on your revenue goals. Yes, good. Thank you for posting those in there. And I'll definitely do a recap once I finish all 10 of these soon. So today at noon, I'm going to host another web class. I'm going to talk about 1K in 1 week, giving you a snapshot of the various digital products and services that I sell and how you need to break down your revenue goals if you want to actually hit those goals in your business. So we're going to do that later on today. Now, like I said, at some point you need to sit down and take a good look at your goals. For me, it starts with going into some of the e-commerce platforms that I use to sell on just to see what's sold, right? So I go in my Stripe app, I go in my PayPal app, and I'm taking a good look to see at what's sold, number 1. Number 2, I tend to have a particular offer that I focus on either for that week or that month, okay? Yes, definitely recapping, okay? Revenue, $3,000 a month at 12 webinars, 1K in 1 week. Yes, so we're going to talk about the 1K 1 week. That web class is coming up noon today. So don't worry about it. You'll get to see that one. If you miss it, more than likely, I will put up a link to sistersense.com /1, the number 1, the letter K, 1K 1 week. Okay, so sistersense.com /1K 1 week. Eventually, once the live stream is done, I'll connect it to that link so you can go there to catch the replay, okay? But until that point, you can check it out live today at noon. So using my PayPal app and my Stripe app, I go in there and I see what's sold. That's number 1. Number 2, I tend to have a focus offer that I share and talk about with my community, either for just 1 week or over the course of the whole month. So right now, I said to you guys, I've got content marketing on the brain because I'm creating actually a new series on my YouTube channel. And what I love about my mastermind is as I'm creating these new things, I get to teach the ladies in my circle how to create new things and amazing experiences for their client base. So that's why we're doing the content marketing calendar for the next 90 days inside of the mastermind, so I can show you in the process of me creating great content how to do that for yourself. Okay, so for those of you who are participating live right now, I want you to think about when was the last time you looked at your numbers. And don't cringe. Don't go, I don't want to look at those numbers, because you will be surprised when you take a look and you see where your revenue is coming from. Either who is giving you money or what's bringing you in money. It's a really good thing, okay? You want to take a look at that. And this past week, I've been talking to a few of my clients who happen to be authors, and they have content on Amazon. So you really want to be, just a side note, you want to be intentional at taking a look at, well, if you are an Amazon author, an Amazon seller, what's selling for you on that platform. Now, I don't have no intention of teaching Amazon sales today, but here's one thing I will say to you. I don't know if you noticed that a lot of people, especially in Kindle books and things of that nature, you'll get the book and you'll read it, and then either in the introduction or somewhere in the ending, they'll say, hey, I've got a free gift for you. Click here and go get that, right? Which is one way a lot of authorpreneurs on a platform like Amazon, in addition to selling their products, they're getting people off of that. Okay, they paid for my book. Now I'm getting them off of Amazon and onto my list, which is something that I talked about in a web class, I believe maybe 2 or 3 days ago. I was talking about how you need to be intentional when it comes to making the most of your time in creating digital products. And I said, you don't want to be in a space where you're getting people off of one free platform onto another. Like, okay, off of Facebook onto YouTube, or off of Periscope onto Facebook, right? You want to make sure that you're also getting these people onto your list, right? So one of the first things I said when it came to productivity is maybe you want to this weekend work on a freemium. Maybe if you are an Amazon authorpreneur, if you are, feel free to just kind of drop in the comment box and let me know if there's a link to your Amazon store or your book. Feel free to shamelessly self-promote yourself and put it in the comment box. But that is something to think about. If you've got these great books and things that you're you're putting up on a platform like Amazon, but none of your ebooks and things have links to free gifts so you can get people off of that platform and onto your other, you're not really setting yourself up for success and really making the most of every sale. You want to make sure that, number one, you convert those browsers to buyers, but then number two, you want to get those buyers to come back and buy again. So if you can get them off of the Amazon purchase experience and onto your email list, you can create an experience for them and start to build that relationship and share other offers with them over time. Now, I had no intention of teaching that today. That's as I see some boom, 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 not just one from one platform to another. Absolutely, right? So I definitely wanted to share a little side note for you because that's important. And it just may be that you take this opportunity to this weekend reflect on, oh, okay, LaShanda, I've got these products and I'm really not maximizing them. There's so much more that I could do. We're going to talk about how to create your free offers, also how to put together sales funnels so that you can convert better. Those are some of the things that we're talking about inside of the Content Creation Challenge. If you're not in the challenge, you want to make sure that you get in right now, sistasense.com/CMC, okay? Because I want to make sure that you're connecting your offers to other offers and you're creating this continuum for yourself so that when people are purchasing your products, not only are they getting that one thing, but they're getting this and this and this and this, and you're continuing that experience. It's a win-win for both of you, right? So they're like, oh my gosh, this is like chips. I love everything that she has. And you're like, yay, this is like, money in the bank. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. It's a win-win for everybody, right? So I'm just looking around because the cat is like all over the place. Okay, so we talked about number 3, your revenue goals. And like I said, for me, it's really important to take a look at your sales for the previous week. It's important to think about what sales goals you want for the next week, right? What kind of revenue you want to bring in? What are you going to sell to reach those revenue goals? Those are some things for you to look at. When it comes to me and setting revenue goals, I always talk about having a base goal and a reach goal. So for me right now, my base goal is at the very least, I would like to bring in $6,000 a month. And then my reach goal is $10,000, and getting somewhere in between there. That's what I work towards every month. When I started online, my base goal was $3,000, and so I created what I call my 3K challenge. It's certainly a good place to kind of figure out for yourself, specifically what you want to sell and how you want to sell it. And that's a side note, but if you've never taken the 3K challenge, you can learn more about it at sistasense.com/3KC. So the 3K challenge, okay? So taking a look at your revenue goals, how much you sold last week, how much you want to sell, and what you want to sell this week. Really smart. Set yourself up for success for this week. That was number 3. Number 4, work on your weekly schedule. Work on your weekly schedule. Okay. Now, do I use planners? Because that was a question that I got a few weeks ago. Somebody said to me, you're so structured. Do you use planners? And I'm like, not really, to be honest with you. Not in a conventional sense. Like, I don't go to a stationery store or whatever and buy a planner or get an entrepreneur planner or whatever. Even though a lot of those things are beautiful, I love stationery, but it's not really for me. What I personally like to use is my notebook. So here's how my notebooks tend to go. And these are like basic Staples notebooks. I like the green because green is all about money. It's all about bringing in that green. So colors are energy. Your positivity, that's energy, your frequency. So I love my green pen and my green notebooks, bringing in that revenue. What I tend to do is at the front of the notebook, that's where I'm brainstorming. I'm doing my to-do lists and figuring out what I want to happen during that week. And in the back of the notebook is where when I work with my clarity call clients, I'm writing down notes and I'm answering their questions. And okay, I'm talking to this person today, this person today. So back, clarity calls, front, my work. So you want to think about for yourself, what am I going to do this week? Right? What projects do I want to complete? Like I said, I'm a web designer, so I tend to go, okay, so who's in the queue? Whose work do I have to get done this week, right? That's number 1. Number 2, thinking about what's on my calendar, because I have clarity calls with clients on Wednesdays. So they tend to book calls on my calendar. So I'm taking a look and seeing what's on the calendar for that time. I mentioned, I think, was it Dawn? I think, or was it Jewel? I forget. Okay, so I had mentioned a few minutes ago that this coming Tuesday is my mastermind. So the second and the fourth Tuesday of every month, I have my live mastermind calls. On Wednesdays, I have my clarity calls. On Mondays, I tend to check in with my private clients and or kind of just get myself in the swing of things as far as the things I want to work on throughout that week to create my routine for myself. So take a look at what you want to work on this week and start to create calendars for yourself, whether you use a planner or not. It just helps me be very clear and intentional. One of the things I talked about was a few years ago, I was getting overwhelmed by all the people saying, LaShanda, I want to book a clarity call with you. And I was doing them all hours of the day, all times of the week. And it was throwing me off. So knowing that, on Tuesdays, 7 p.m., twice a week, I do my mastermind. On Wednesdays, I do nothing else but talk to people one-on-one in clarity calls. It just allows me to focus and reduce the overwhelm of, oh my God, I have all these different things to do for all these different people, right? So clarity, yes, clarity is key for me. And hopefully, you can think about for yourself how you want to strategically and intentionally create some form of clarity for yourself throughout the week. A big thing for me is designating certain days to do certain things and then build from that point. Right now I'm working on a website for one of my clients, Leapfrog Virtual Assistants. Yes. And so I was just kind of focused on her website on Friday. The day before that, I was focused on another client's website. So just kind of digging in certain things, certain days, and then kind of creating a little mini map for myself for the week. It's a good way to go. Okay. So hopefully I get to see some of you guys this Tuesday for the live mastermind call as part of our content creation challenge. Again, if you're not in the challenge, you can certainly join us at sistersense.com/CMC to learn more about it and to sign up so I can help you create your digital products and your monthly content marketing calendar. So number 4 was working on your weekly schedule. Number 5, self-improvement. Self-improvement. If you are a highly driven, motivated boss babe, and you know it, drop amen in the comment box, whether you listen or live or via the replay. Amen. I am a highly motivated, just kind of, I need to get it, inspired to be driven to build my best business. Amen, amen, amen. Speak it into the air, drop it into the comment box, okay? For me, for my fellow highly motivated, like-minded women entrepreneurs, I am all about self-improvement, because at the end of the day, when you get better, so does your business. Right? So some weekends you're focused on creating free offers or paid offers. You're focused on, coming up with a plan of action for your business. There are other times where you need to be focused on you. Because for me, your wins begin within. So think about that. What are some things that you want to do? Amen, 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 amen. Your wins begin within. Think about what are some of the things that you want to do to improve you, right? To make you feel better, look better, work better. One of the things I've been telling people is, full disclosure, y'all are seeing me doing my live web streams and my web classes for the first time for the year because I was quiet for a while. A part of that was me strategically working on things in the background. And another part of that was me healing. I was in some serious pain. My neck was hurting me. It was like this. I couldn't move my neck, and then my shoulder, and then it just went down to my arm, and I was waking up at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning in tears because of the shooting pain, and I just needed to stop. I had to take a break because baby girl was broken, right? And so I worked on health, self-improvement. I started doing yoga massages and doubling up on my vitamins and all this stuff. I'm the apple cider vinegar girl now. All the stuff that I was doing. But over the course of the first 3 months of the year, self-improving me, watching people doing videos and different massage positions and taking breaks on, in front of the computer and doing neck rolls and all that stuff, that was important. That was important, right? Now you think about that. Think about all of you who are watching right now and you say sometimes, I'm tired, I'm in pain, I could barely sit in front of this computer to focus because my head hurts or my neck hurts or my back hurts, right? Self-improvement, not just for the sake of you doing things within the business, but you doing things to work on you to make you better. Because again, as a solopreneur, if you're not right, the business isn't right. Right? So that's something for you to think about, right? And that's especially, hi Stacy, welcome sweetie. That's especially true for those of you who sometimes are beating yourself up because you're like, I'm not as productive as I need to be because I'm exhausted and I'm not feeling good. And you're trying to push yourself to move forward and be productive when what you really need to do is take a step back and work on you, right? Work on those things that are making you frustrated and fatigued. I did that, and literally I'm springing into action this spring because I feel a whole lot better, right? So think about that. Self-improvement. Now, in addition to health-wise self-improvement, also, what do you want to do to get better at what you do? I have this big old box from Amazon, this big, beautiful box of books that I'm reading this month. What books do you want to read so that you can work on your personal and your business self-improvement? One of my clients, Lynette Crosby, she said, you have to read the 4 Agreements. So I don't know if you guys ever read that book or you find it interesting. So I purchased the 4 Agreements, one of many books. I won't tell you guys much about what I'm reading until I read it, and then I'm like, okay, this is what you need to know. This is all the magic that you need. But this is certainly something that I'm doing. So drop in the comment box, by the way, because I'm in read mode. If there's a particular business or self-improvement book that you absolutely love or that you're reading right now just for yourself, I would love to know. And again, I will share some of the ones that I'm reading real soon once I dig in and dig deep. Okay, so whether it be personal health or books that you're reading or even courses, right? Courses that you're taking. I just signed up for this awesome course and then they sent me the pass to access my content. So I'm like, yeah, right? You want a coach who has a coach. You want to work with people who are in a space where in addition to teaching you, they're also working on getting to their next level, right? So right now I'm excited because we have the content creation masterclass series, the challenge that's going on right now. And I'm teaching you about creating your digital products, your marketing calendar, your sales funnels. Listen, if you're not in the content creation challenge, you need to get in, okay? sistersense.com/CMC. So I can show you how to create your first digital products, how to create the freemium, the sales funnel, and do it in a way that feels right for you. Because I know that sometimes when you get into a course, it can feel intimidating if they're like, do this, do this, do this, do this. And you're like, I don't know. I created it in such a way that I want you to learn how to create your own content creation playbook, number 1. And number 2, I created it in a way that you can do it at your own pace. sistersense.com/CMC for the content creation challenge. All right. Your story is your power is what I'm reading now. Ooh, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to have to go back, Stacy, and just take a note of that because I'm on like a reading kick right now. I used to just love to read. And then I got busy. So I read every now and again little things. And then I started to just kind of just snap it down to articles. But one of the books that I've been really excited about is the 5-second rule. Okay, I'm getting excited because I'm talking about books. But the 5-second rule and the 4 Agreements. And so like I'm eating all of these things right now, but self-improvement is certainly a great thing to do. So I've got those new books, my new healthy regimen that I'm consistently trying to get better at, and working on some courses that I'm participating in, but then also me teaching the content creation challenge, which again is happening now at sistersense.com/CMC. Okay, so think about that for yourself. Are you going to work on your self-improvement this weekend? That was number 5. Number 6, working on something new. Something new. So think about that. What are some of the things that you want to accomplish this year? Some of the things that you were like, oh, this is interesting. I've never done that before. I'll give you one thing that's interesting for me this year. one new thing. One new thing that's interesting for me this year are the Facebook Messenger bots. Like, even though it's not new, it's relatively new to me. So I'm like, ooh, Messenger bots. This is like a new thing. Last year, I was very slow to the uptake with Instagram. Not one of my favorite places to be. So last year, the new for me was Instagram, like digging into that platform. This year, the new for me is really being intentional with Facebook bots and doing that. Another new for me is that, every now and again I post videos on my YouTube channel, but I'm working on a new series, like a more polished series. And so I have this big, beautiful box of Amazon goodies. I've got new lighting equipment. I just bought a new microphone. I have my snowball mic. I don't know what you use for your recording and your lighting, but I've had a snowball mic for years. So much so that I have worn that baby out. So I got another snowball. I think I've had it for a good like 7 years or something. So I got a new snowball mic, new lighting equipment, in combination with my new video editing software, so I can create new things. So what are some things that are new that you would like to work on? Right, just, you can drop it in the comment box, and I don't know what you guys are posting there. Who moved my, yes, oh my God. So I read Who Moved My Cheese, I think when I was in college, and I absolutely loved it. And somebody wrote a book called I Moved Your Cheese, and I was at Barnes & Noble's like last weekend, like, what's this? What's this about? But I don't even know where my Who Moved My Cheese book is. I was like, I just need to buy it again because I don't know where it is. But that's a big one. That's such a good book. Yeah, I love that one. But okay. We could just have a session just about books. I'm telling you. That's how just book obsessed I'm trying to re-become, if that even makes sense, re-become, because I used to be really, into my books, and then I just got super busy. So thinking about how you want to self-improve yourself again, and then as I'm talking about right now, something new. So for those of you who are here, number one, thank you for joining me live. Number two, if you feel like this is something that other people in your circle need to hear, feel free to tag them or share this with them, because right now I'm sharing my productivity weekend routine, some of the things that I do to make sure that I'm strategic and intentional with respect to working on my business and building my reach. Because like I said, if you're a service professional like me, you probably spend a lot of time during the week working in the business, doing stuff for other people. So if you can carve out at least 2 to 4 times a month that you say, listen, this is just all me, all my biz. It's just a smart thing to do. I'm just starting to speak more and would love to know the formula to getting sponsors as I grow. Okay, awesome. I don't know, Stacy, if you know, come on, the name. She's right at the top of my tongue. Stacy, oh my goodness. That's why I couldn't say the name because it's the same name. Stacy, I don't know if you know Stacy Ferguson. She's the co-creator of the Blogalicious movement, and the Blogalicious platform. So awesome. She's done such a great job at creating it, and also at getting sponsors, so that when she does her hugely popular Blogalicious event every year, she's got sponsors coming out for that. Now, she was one of my speakers last year or the year before last. I don't know. She did an awesome session on how to get sponsors. But then she also has her own courses on that as well. So when it comes to sponsorship, she's the go-to person. She also has a network for bloggers who want sponsorship opportunities, because they come all the time. So she would be a good person to take a look at. Her website, Blogalicious, Stacy Ferguson. She's on Facebook too. So I can connect the two of you. If you inbox me, I can tag her and say, Stacy, answer her questions. Give Stacy your course. Because she's got a course on sponsorships as well. Okay, so that's good. I love that. I love that that's something that you're really excited about. You're so welcome. You're so very welcome, Stacy. If you're listening to this right now, right, whether it's live or the replay, you want to figure out for yourself, what are some things you want to get done? Because I was just talking to somebody and I was like, oh my goodness, I've got a kid, right? So I'm like, in like 2 seconds, it's going to be summertime and he's going to be out of school. And I just feel like, oh my God, the year just started. But really, no, it didn't. right? One of my favorite quotes is, "A year from now, you'll wish you started today." And here's the cat. You want to be in a situation where if you want to intentionally be more productive, make the most of your time, you're not just saying, well, I want these things to happen, but you're making the time to make them happen. So just in this conversation, identifying for yourself, what are some things that you say, these are new things that I want to do, right? And how are you going to carve out some time during your week, or right, as we're talking about right now, your weekend, to make those things happen? Okay, so I love that, Stacy. Anybody else, everybody else, feel free to drop in the comment box. Let me know what are some new things that you want to do, and think about for yourself, how are you going to integrate some time during the weekend to make that stuff happen for you? So content creation is on the brain. I'm working on creating new content, which is why I am so excited about motivating the ladies in my circle to do the same. Now, if you're interested in creating digital content or creating content that you can use to market your products, that's what I'm all about this weekend. That's what I'm all about this month. That's what I'm all about for the next 90 days as part of the content creation challenge. Again, you can start the challenge with me and my awesome Firestarter Circle ladies at sistersense.com/CMC. All right. So we talked about number 6, working on something new. Number 7, work on batching your content. Now, they call it batching. I call it bulking. Okay. Either word, the point is still the same. If you find that, like myself, you are a busy creative, infopreneur, service professional, maybe somebody who has a 9-to-5, who has a ton of kids, whatever the course may be. If you find that it's hard for you to carve out time to, on a daily basis, get things done, right? Anybody struggle with consistency? Anybody struggle, you whether you're busy or you're an over researcher, like you, by the time you finished researching everything, you're so exhausted you don't have the time to do the work. Anybody ever have that feeling? If you find that you're that kind of person, one of the things that you can do is to take a day or maybe an hour or two out of your weekend to bulk task your content. So as I said to you right now, I'm working on my new video show for my YouTube channel, and I am not a create video every day kind of a girl. I'm not a daily vlogger, So for me, it's all about taking a day in my weekend where I can get cute, pick out a couple of outfits, and then just kind of strategically work on creating the videos that I want, right? So changing out the outfits and making that happen. Hey Faye, welcome, sweetie. So I'm doing that for myself. I'm also doing that for my son because he has his own YouTube channel now. All the kids are obsessed with having their own YouTube gaming channels, unboxing, and all that other stuff, right? Because their YouTube is our HBO, our cable. Like, they don't watch television, they watch YouTube. So this was his spring break this past week. So one of the things that we did this week is I helped him create his first stop motion animation with his action figures. And then for about an hour, we did maybe about 4 or 5 videos so that he can have those 4 or 5 videos for his YouTube channel. So then he goes to me, "Mommy, we forgot to change my clothes." They're going to think that I did all the videos in different days and I just wear the same stinky t-shirt. And I was like, they won't think that. I do videos and I'm in the same shirt sometimes. I just do them all in one day. Or I change out the clothes, right? So that's something that you can think about, right? If you want to create content and you want to get into the habit of sharing on YouTube or other platforms, come up with a way in which you can sit down and do it. I know, right? The funniest thing, he's trying to be like a mini-me, a mini-preneur in training, right? Come up with a way where you can carve out, again, anywhere between 2 to 4 days this month to bulk your content. Now, right now I'm talking about video content because that's what I'm working on, but maybe you want to write your blog articles, maybe you want to write content, or you want to create audios for your podcast, right? Think about what your objectives are, carve out some time to knock that out so that you are productive, right? So one of my content platforms is I have the Sister Sense Success Podcast series, yay, on iTunes, itunes.sistersense.com. And normally I don't upload to that on I'm going to do this every week or every month. I'll sit down and I'll batch out some content and then I'll upload it to the platform. right? So I think a good example of that is last year, at the ending of a year, I did a series called Boss Conversations. I did 4 awesome conversations with women entrepreneurs in my circle. And it was a 4-part series, and then I uploaded it to my iTunes, right? So that's something that you can do. Maybe sometimes you want to interview other people or just kind of have content that you create for yourself, but you can't find the time to do it every single day. Put it together. Yes, I do that too with videos. Change your jacket and the earrings. There you go. Boom. Change the jacket, change the earrings, keep it moving. Okay. So, bulk your videos and or other content. That is number 7. Number 8, working on your updates. Work on your updates. So, what do you need to update? Where's the cat? She's so cute. She's sitting on the porch, like, just chilling. I'd pick her up, but she's not my cat. She's my neighbor's cat, and she just likes to sit here. If I pick her up, she'll be disturbed. She's like the chunkiest little thing. I don't know if I can show her to you. Can you see her? There she goes. Nala. Nala Walla. She's like the chunkiest little thing. You want to say hi? She's like, no. That's my neighbor's cat. My cat is Night. She's jet black with a little pink right here. She's in the house because she and Nala have feuds, so they can't be together. And my puppy's upstairs, so lots of animals. So I think one day this week, my son wakes up and he comes in running, "Mommy, the snake is out!" So he has a boa in his room, and the boa gets out, and he's like curling down the tank, and I'm like, Jay, get him. Of course, his dad forgot to close the snake tank, so he's got a snake in his room, a savannah monitor, which is a pretty big lizard, pretty big, and 2 geckos in his room. My house is a zoo, y'all, literally. I know, right? That is definitely a cat with personality. She's got her own little thing that she does. But I love her to pieces, my Nala Wallas. So, working on updates. All right, y'all. Drop in the comment box. Drop in the comment box. What are some things that you need to update, right? What are some things that you need to update? Maybe you need to carve out some time to strategically get those things done. So, actually, I carved out some time, I think it was maybe about 2 or 3 hours, and I made some really cool updates to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/LaShanda Henry. I know, why is it not Sister Sense? Well, my YouTube channel predated the Sister Sense brand, so that's a whole other story. But I went on, I updated it, I created new playlists, I updated my channel, some of the videos that were unlisted and private, I made them public. You know, that was something cool to do, and it didn't necessarily have to be something I did every day. It was just something that I could sit down and carve out and make happen, right? So maybe you need to update your YouTube channel or your website or your sales experience. One of my clients right now, she has a paternity DNA testing. Peace of Mind, I think it's peaceofmind.com is her website. We're working on it right now. She has a button that says book, right? That's on the old website. So I said to her, well, you know, I clicked that button and it wasn't going anywhere. And she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, you know, she was talking about the frustrations with her old web designer. And she was like, I would send him emails and he would never update, but that's so old. And I'm like, okay, well, you're going to have a new book. So we want to make sure that that book now is active. And she was like, you know what, now that you mention it, I didn't even remember that, but maybe I'll use that booking system again so that clients could book on that platform to talk to us, you know. So you want to think about, maybe it's your scheduling system or your website or your social media platform, something that needs to be updated. Faye says my YouTube life needs help. Okay. Well, you know, Faye, you're in the mastermind, and the last check-in email that I sent out, there was a video in there, and I actually showed you the different updates that I did on my YouTube channel. Plus, there's a video in there on how to add your own playlist and all that cool stuff. So one of the things that I'm doing, y'all, as part of the content creation challenge is I'm sending out emails with audios and videos, plus I'm doing live sessions. So the live session that's coming up in a few days is on Tuesday, 7 p.m. EST for the Content Creation Challenge. Plus, as soon as you sign up, you're going to get your first set of audios on how to create your 31-day content marketing calendar and how to create your first digital product. So that's the first email that you get automatically, in addition to the live sessions. Plus, the next email you get, which is, I think, is maybe 3 or 4 days later, you're going to get another email that goes into some other things that you can do, like editing your YouTube channel, and I share with you some videos to show you how I edited mine, okay? So yeah, Faye, definitely go into that. It says the check-in, the last check-in message in your email inbox. And for those of you who are listening and you're not in the challenge, you need to get in at sistersense.com/CMC so that you can take the content creation challenge with me and Faye and all the fabulous ladies inside of the Firestarter Circle, like Faye and Dawn and all the lovely ladies who are in the mix. So again, number 8, think about what needs a serious update and carve out some time for you to do just that. Again, thank you for joining me right now. I'm going through 10 different ways that you can set yourself up for success by diving into some strategies that I share inside of my productivity routine. After I wrap up this session at noon today, I'm going to come right back here so I can share with you guys 1K in 1 week, some strategies that you can use to set your revenue goals with strategy and intention. I wanted to sneeze and then it went. You ever try to sneeze and then it goes away? I don't know where it went, but it went away. So I'm going to do that session at noon today, 1K 1 week. So yeah, for those of you who are live, feel free to drop in some of the things that you're going to update and you want to carve out some time to work on those updates at some point during the weekend. Number 9 here. Working on your CMC weekly calendar. Your CMCs. Okay, so content marketing is important. Content marketing is you creating smart content that's going to engage your audience and attract new people to you, right? So I'm doing a live stream, I'm teaching, I'm sharing, I'm reconnecting. This is content marketing. You know, if you've got your own fabulous Facebook page that you share a lot of great tips and tools on, if you have your own YouTube channel, if you are an Instagram person and you've got this really great feed and you're always motivating people and they're loving to stay connected with you, if you've got a Facebook group, people can go in your group and learn and be supported around a specific topic. One of the ladies in my circle, she has a support group for single mothers, right? Whatever it is that you do, you creating that space and then consistently putting smart content there to promote yourself, your brand, your expertise in your business, that's content marketing. So I have a 31-day content marketing calendar that's inside of the Content Creation Challenge. I also have a 5-day calendar, absolutely free. You can get it at sistersense.com/5DC. It's a 5-day calendar. So when I talk about creating your own weekly calendar, number one, you can start with the 5-day, right? So you can go and listen to that training, sistersense.com/5DC. You want to think about, well, what kind of content do I want to create this week that's going to really set myself up for success, right? So I said to you, I've done so far 5 live trainings for the Content Creation Challenge. Think about an offer you want to promote. What kind of training do you want to do around that particular offer? That's one thing. Number 2, I had the free offers that I created this week, right? So what free offers do you want to create? Okay. Number 3, what information do you want to share on a particular platform? So let's say, for example, you're all about Twitter or you're all about Instagram. What content are you going to consistently share on these platforms to get people engaged with you? Now, number 1, you can manually post, but then number 2, you can sit down, bulk out your content, and then have that go out automatically, right? Bulk your content, schedule it out on a Sunday or a Saturday, then have it go out automatically throughout the week. I am in the 90-day challenge. Yay! I just need a clarity call so that I can see how to apply some of this for myself. Awesome, Brandy. Email me, sistersense@gmail.com. Let me know a little bit more about what you're doing. Sistersense@gmail.com. I'm so excited to have you in the challenge, and I know it says more, so I can't really see all of what you said, but you want a clarity call with me, which is awesome. We can start off with an email. Just kind of let me know what you're doing, where you've gotten in the challenge, what you're doing in your business, what are some things you need help with. We'll start from there, okay? We'll start from there. For those of you who are curious, my clarity calls are 30-minute, 60-minute, and 3-hour sessions that you can get into a virtual call experience with me so I can help you with your money, marketing, and sales goals. My clarity calls are available at callme.sistersense.com. Yay, Brandy, so awesome to have you in the 90-day challenge. So my clarity calls are at callme.sistersense.com. That's number one. The content creation challenge is at sistersense.com/CMC. That's number two. Okay, so you can write those down or drop it in the comment box so everybody can see it there and come back to it however you need to do to make it do. Thank you for the hearts and the love. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. So think about what you want to share. Now, I was talking about if, for example, you're into Twitter, I love to use Hootsuite. I'll go in there and I'll schedule out my content and then have it share strategically. When I do my scheduling for content on Instagram, I like to use a platform called Planoly, Planoly.com. So with Planoly, I can go in there, on my computer, I can say, okay, here are some of the videos or here are some of the, pictures and things I want on my Instagram, schedule it, and then I'll get alerts on my phone to post via the Planoly app, which is pretty cool. There's a free version, but the paid version isn't a lot, so I use that one. I have a paid version of Planoly, and then you're welcome, and then I have a paid premium version of Hootsuite, right? Now, here's the deal. One of the first two things I said to you on this productivity calendar is, number one, strategically work on your free offers. Maybe one weekend you just say, okay, I need to knock out my freebie, right? Or number two, work on your paid offer. What's the next digital product or service you want to sell? Work on putting that package together, right? Now, keep in mind, Planoly and Hootsuite, they have freemiums and they have premiums. So both of those have a free option you can sign up and you can use, right? And then for folks like myself who love them and don't have a problem paying the extra $10 or $12, they have the premium level, right? I want to be able to easily upload videos to my Instagram. I pay the $12 and I get that Planoly account, right? So they have something for everyone, and they're consistently building their business brand with the free offers, and then they're like, listen, if you want this, this, and this, and this, go and pay for it, and they're building that up as well, right? So great example of that, the content creation challenge, right? So the content creation challenge, I have a 31-day marketing calendar, right? But then I also said, listen, if you want, you can go get the 5-day challenge, the 5-day content marketing calendar is at sistersense.com/5DC. So you either get 5 pieces or you get all 31. It's up to you, right? But you want to think about that. When you look at the products and services you're offering to people, do you have those freemiums versus the premiums? Okay. I'm going to talk more about freemiums and premiums, digital products and services when we get into the 1K 1 week class later on today. But it's just worth talking about because I said to you, Hootsuite and Planoly, you can see in action how these companies online, big and small, are using the same strategies that you should be using in your business. Okay. As they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay. So work on your CMC calendar. What are you going to create, whether it be manual, or what are you going to bulk and distribute automatically on your social platforms? Outside of just content that you put on social platforms, maybe you want to create content for your blog, or maybe you want to create content that you're going to use to market to your email list. So maybe you want to schedule out emails to your list, or even could put together a sales funnel. So this past weekend, I had a clarity call with one of my clients. We talked about her opt-in offer and then creating a sales funnel connected to that offer. So she said to me, she was like, on Friday, she's like, I emailed you because you said to email you, and this is what I'm working on. I'm working on my funnels this weekend. So maybe this weekend you want to work on your funnel. Now, side note, if any of these words are like, Oh my God, what is she talking about? I'm going to share with you how to create simple email-based sales funnels, freemiums, and your first digital products inside of the Content Creation Challenge. So you can baby step this, okay? At any level that you're at, we're going to break it down so that you can work through it inside of the Content Creation Challenge. If you're not in it, again, you can sign up at sistersense.com/CMC, okay? So your funnels, your schedules, what you want to create throughout the week. That's number 9, working on your CMC calendar. And number 10, working on your plan. Working on your master plan. So listen, if you are in a space where there are a lot of things that you want to do, got a lot of things on your heart, got a lot of things on your mind, and you want to do, but you can't seem to actually do because you got a lot of things on your heart, you got a lot of things on your mind, maybe what you need to do to be productive this weekend is to simply sit down and work on your plan. That's me sometimes. Sometimes I'm just in a space where I'm like lying on my floor, and my hubby, he will say, you got those creative juices flowing right now. I lie on my crash pad, and just kind of write out the ideas, write out the plan, write out the process. And then whether it takes me 30 minutes or in most cases 6 hours, it's cathartic, because after that experience, I'm like, yes, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to create. And that's the kind of experience that I create for clients doing clarity calls. One of my superpowers is that I know how to structure, streamline, and create step-by-step processes for myself. So when my clients come to me, I'll say, listen, you're an expert at what you do. You're the author, you're the surgeon, you're the lawyer, you're the you that you need to be in your industry, right? I just need to pull out of you all your good so that we can lay it out in a way that you're like, okay, I am no longer overwhelmed. I'm clear, LaShanda, on my next step or my next 3 steps, right? So again, sometimes it's not about just kind of jumping in and doing stuff, or feeling bad because you can't do anything because you're so overwhelmed. Take the time to work on a plan of action that you can look at, that you can feel good about, that you can utilize to move forward. Now, either working on an initial one or going back to the one that you've created. I have a training. It's called Mapping Out Your Master Plan. It's at sistersense.com/master plan. And we talk about how you can create a plan for yourself in 3 core areas. Your revenue, what you want to sell to bring in money. Your reach, what you're going to do to reach people online. And your routines, the things that you're going to integrate in your day, your week, your month, your quarter, and your year, so that when you do those things strategically and consistently, you're working towards your goals. Your revenue, your reach, your routines. Right? So that master plan that I create for myself at the beginning of the year, I go back to it. Sometimes life throws you off course and you have to reconnect to that vision, or you have to change it, right? And you're like, wait, this is what I wanted to do, but now that because this happened in my life, I want to go in a whole other direction, right? But having that plan, it's kind of like that foundation to your direction that you need to be clear and intentional with every single movement that you make. So think about that right now. If you're in a space where you're feeling a little bit fuzzy, a little bit confused, you may want to either create and or go back to your plan so you can get some clarity to move forward. Oh, what's the name of the program? The Map Out Your Master Plan? sistersense.com/master plan. That one or something else, Faye? You can let me know. Thank you for joining me, guys, live. And for those of you who are watching the replays, feel free to tap on. Well, thank you for the hearts, Stacy. I appreciate you. Tap on the hearts. If this is something you feel like somebody needs to hear, you can tag them, you can share. I'm going to just quickly recap the 10 productivity hacks that I've been sharing with you today. And like I said, I'll jump back on here at noon to talk to you guys about the 1K 1 week breakdown. That one, okay? Map out your master plan, sistersense.com/master plan. I think you should have that one. You sure you don't have that one? I think you have that one. But, check in with me. I'm pretty sure you have that one. So let's dive into the recap. I said on any given weekend, there are certain things that I can do. Here are a few of them. Thank you for sharing. Awesome. You're welcome, Dawn. Number one, you can work on your freemiums. Number two, number one, work on your free offers. Number two, work on your premium, your paid offers. Number three, work on your revenue goals. Number four, work on setting up yourself for success, creating a schedule, your weekly schedule for the week. Number five, work on self-improvement. Number six, work on something new. Number seven, work on batching, bulk tasking your content so you can just do a bunch of one specific thing during the weekend, so you can schedule that out and have that working for you in the foreground while you work on other things in the background. Number 8, work on updates. What needs to be updated? What needs to be fixed? Number 9, work on your CMC for the week. Create a content marketing calendar for the week, whether you're clear about what you're going to manually create that week or what you are going to batch and auto schedule so it can go out across your various platforms throughout the week. And then number 10, working on your master plan. Sitting down, getting clear about a plan of action that you want to execute either for that week or just you going back to your master plan for your overall business goals, reconnecting and making sure that you're staying the course, right? So you're doing what you need to do to get to that next level for you, whatever that next level is. So that is, in a nutshell, 10 different things that I do on any given weekend to ensure that I'm productive. Of course, outside of watching TV shows with my hubby and my son and cooking and hanging out on this porch with the fam and all that good stuff. You want to make sure that as you are working in your business, my fellow creatives, infopreneurs, and service professionals, you take the time to work on your business so you can take it to that next level. So, all right, I'll see some of you guys at noon for the next training 1K 1 week. And of course, when you are ready to take it to that next level, feel free to send me, I was about to say answer, and I was like, wait, no, that's not what I want to say. Feel free to send me an email, sistersense@gmail.com. Send your questions, and I'll do my best to point you in the next right direction for you. All right. Till next time, take care.